So you've seen all the Baby Reindeer stuff?
Oh, loved it. Binged it. Did you binge it? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not binge it. Not in one night.
I watched it all in one night. Quality. Brilliant.
It's about
Absolutely
6 episodes,
fantastic.
wasn't it?
Brilliant, yeah. And then we see the Piers Morgan interview.
I didn't think people were shouting about that before I watched it. You can tell she was a bit nervous, and you can tell she was like probably lying.
We can get her on here.
Hello, welcome to
Off the Job!
Overtime, where there's banter and your stories shared. Please be warned, there may be some general explicit content.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever
night.
you are. Oh, yeah, night. Turn off now, mate. Welcome to Off the Job Overtime. This is episode 18. Wow. 18.
How time flies when
I know,
you're having
isn't it?
fun.
Robbie's
How have
got
I
his,
put up with you for 18 episodes?
I don't know, but Robbie's got his cereal bowl there. He's, what is it, Robbie? Porridge. Mm. Remember that store? I always think of porridge. I think porridge in a pot, piping hot, porridge in a pot.
I don't
You
eat
ever do
breakfast
that?
anymore.
You ever do that? You weren't a Cub Scout, no? And then they do jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. Yeah, you
We're
ever
not
do
as
that,
old
yeah?
as you.
And you had to get louder. Each side had to get louder. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Did
We're
you
not
used
as
to do
old
that
as
at
you,
Brownies,
Pete.
Abby? Yeah, she used to do that at Brownies. Hey?
We're not as old as you, mate.
Mate, I'm like,
Did you do any like? I went air cadets.
Air cadets? Is that why you want to be a pilot?
No, I didn't.
Explains
actually.
it, doesn't it? I was a beaver.
I don't remember if I
liked
went to any of
beavers.
that.
Still like beavers. You know what I mean? And
Do
I
your
did
kids
Cub
go
Scouts,
to anything
Cubs.
like that?
Yeah, my kids went to Rainbows,
Mhm.
and I think that's it. I don't think they bothered with guides. They're all into their sports like gymnastics and
Yeah.
drama and rugby and all that.
Do you reckon that stuff will die out? Surprising
No,
how many
it
years
won't.
it's gone.
It won't. No, it's an institution, innit? Bear Grylls is like the governor of the Cub Scouts, isn't he, or something or other? The Boy Scout movement. He's like one of the governors, isn't
Good
he?
life skills, isn't it, to learn at these beavers and stuff?
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to. Like, probably what put me off Cub Scouts was that they used to go away on camp, and I used to wet the bed, so I didn't really want to go.
I used to
it didn't get me wet the bed badge.
I'm going to open up now, but open up a can of worms. But I used to wet the bed till late.
Did you? So did I.
I used to have an alarm and everything.
Yeah, I had an alarm. Yeah, he used to wake me up and like, beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep,
yeah,
beep,
when
get
you-
a piss.
When you start pissing, it's like alarm
you're
goes
like, I've
off.
got to get up, I've got to get up. Yeah, I think I was about 12, right? I went away
Yeah.
on holiday to Portugal with me. That was brilliant, right? Went away on holiday to Portugal with my aunt and my uncle, right? And my cousin. And we drove to Portugal in a Golf. In a Golf GTI, like to Portugal, right?
Yeah.
And...
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No,
by the
I
way.
used to be it must be an only child thing, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I used to, so I used to piss the bed every now and then. And one night I got up, but sometimes it was dry, sometimes it wasn't. And one night I got up and I thought, oh no, I've wet the bed. How am I going to disguise this? And my uncle was out in the pool, right? So I've walked out because I was just wearing my boxer shorts, but they're wet, right? I've like opened the bed up to dry it off because it will dry nice in the sun, wouldn't it? Like, I'm not even in the hot weather. And then I've walked out and he's gone, you all right? You getting in? And then I pretended to fall in the pool to cover my pissy pants.
Didn't you have a spare pair?
Yeah, I did, but like I would have had to explain why my pants were wet, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? So that's what I did. So
These poor parents, all them sheets they have to keep washing.
I know. It's like they was always out on the line, weren't they?
So
And
you
all of
actually
the
had the-
neighbours and the kids like, oh, his mum's really clean, isn't she? She's got a lot of beds in the house.
It must be quite common then, but it's funny that you had the alarm as well.
Mate, but the thing is, that alarm cures, well, they do newer ones now, but they cure kids within 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they cure kids within, if you just got to break that
What,
cycle.
do you reckon we just sleep too deeply? That's why we piss
I
ourselves.
sleep deeply as fuck. I'd sleep, like, I'd just fall asleep in restaurants still, sitting up, like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm drunk and that, I'll sleep anywhere, you know?
Have you pissed yourself in your adult life?
Oh yeah,
Being
plenty
drunk.
of times. Yeah, I've peed, right. I tell you what, right. I used to pee everywhere. Pee in wardrobes, pee on coats. People's like wake up in people's wardrobes a lot. It was a thing that I did. Right. I remember my dad walking into my bedroom one day when I was like about 18. Like, and he's walked in with bare feet and he's gone, ugh, you peed on the floor. I went, no. No, I don't think I have. Right, and then you get a flashback. But it was this one time, right? So my mate invited us down to a caravan holiday, right? He was going away for a few days for his birthday, right? And
I love it how we're talking about piss now.
Yeah, I know. He said to me and my mate Jimmy, right? He said, "You come down at my birthday." So we went down to Yarmouth on his birthday, and he said, "Right, you're in with me dad," and we was like, "Hey, yeah, well, you ain't got us a caravan." He went, "No, you're in with me dad and his bird," right? And we was like, "Oh." Knocked on the door, and his dad's opened the door, and he's gone, "What are you doing here?" He went, "We're meant to be staying with you tonight." He went, he's gone, "Bloody hell!" He's gone, "This is my holiday," right? And he had his stepdaughter and his step grandson in the caravan with him, right? So me and Jimmy have gone down there, and we've got on the piss in Yarmouth that night, right? He weren't happy about us staying in his caravan, but we've got on the piss in Yarmouth that night, absolutely mangled. Yarmouth was a nightmare back then, right? We've gone there. Dwarfs are getting thrown about nightclubs and stuff like that. It was crazy, right? Anyway, I've come back that night, got up next day, fine, nothing wrong. But then Jimmy's missus come down the next day, right? So she's staying in the same bedroom as what I was staying in. Anyway, that night we're all having a beer in the caravan. Me, his stepdaughter, Jimmy, his missus, right? And we're all having a drink, all having a drink. And then Jimmy has gone to bed with his missus, and I'm in the lounge with the stepdaughter, right? Nothing happened. Right, okay, right. Anyway, she's gone to bed, right? I've woke up in the morning, and I've thought, oh, flashback. And I was like, oh, no. And then I just remember literally in the wardrobe just pissing all over my mate's dad's clothes, right? Just pissing. And I'm like, oh, my God, I don't believe it. And his missus come in, right? And she's gone... She just looked at me like that. I went, "I'm so sorry." I went, "Right, Rose, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry." He's not happy.
Was that all their clothes for the whole holiday?
No, I think it was just. I think I just got his jeans, right? Because he wasn't. And Jimmy comes in. He goes, "You all right?" I went, "No, I done something really bad last night." He went, "You didn't fuck Maria, did you?" I was like, "No, I didn't. No, that didn't happen. No."
You're like, "I'd rather that happened."
No, and I was like, "No." I said, "Worse. I've pissed all over Dennis's clothes." And I've gone in there, and he's sitting up in bed, just drinking his tea. He's just looking at me, right? He's sitting up, and he's just sitting up in bed, looking at me, drinking his tea. He went, "You're an idiot." And I looked down, and his jeans, right, were on the floor, and he must have picked them up by the ankles and tipped all the change out of them to salvage the change in his pockets. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Anyway, got his missus a bunch of flowers, washed his clothes, and that was it. We never got invited again.
I told you the one where I pissed on the bed, didn't I? I'm sure I said that.
What did you do?
I pissed on the bed. I woke up in the middle of the night, started pissing on the bed.
Did you?
I told you that, didn't I?
Got up and started pissing on the bed.
Didn't I?
No.
Yeah, so this was with my ex-girlfriend at the time. We stayed at her parents' house
water sports
in Devon.
Right, yeah.
And obviously we'd been out, gone back home, gone to bed, and I wake up in the middle of the night, just turn around and start pissing on the bed with her sleeping in the bed. She wakes up like, "Keiran, what are you doing? Stop." This is in her parents' house.
Yeah, but that's the thing, innit, right? Because you do get them reminiscences of, like, you get the flashbacks, right? And when I was in that situation, I remember him, right, turning the light on in the night, right? And he's going, "Peter, what are you doing?" I went, "I'm going to the toilet." "What does it look like?" You know what I mean? And I'm just peeing all in his wardrobe.
It's like, what goes through your head to even want to
mate,
do that?
Absolutely. The thing is frustration because you're so drunk, right? You can't find door handles. And what I think was, what happened to me, was that I believed that I was still in the bedroom that I was in the night before. And I'd mapped my way to the bathroom where it should have been. Yeah, but then from the lounge, that ended up in his bedroom with his missus. It's just as well I didn't piss over them, innit? Can you imagine? God.
Who started this piss talk?
You. No, me. We wet in the bed when we was kids. We was late. We were wet with bedwetters. Do you remember the kids used to get them flowers at school and they put it under your nose and they go, "Oh, you're going to wet the bed tonight?" I went, "Well, it's already happening. It's already happening. You don't need that with me."
Oh, dear. Well, anyway.
Yeah, go on.
Did you enjoy the sun the weekend?
Oh, I got sunburnt, mate.
So did I on my back.
Yeah, I got proper sunburn. All on my shoulders, all on my neck. Went to a water obstacle course down in West Mersey. Nice down there. Mersey Lakes.
On a lake?
Mersey Boating Lake. Lovely down there. Beautiful. And then you walk round
Did you go on it?
Yeah, yeah. They go for an hour on it. I was knackered. I was doing all the stepping stones and everything, and like all the kids running. And then all of a sudden they had another influx of people, and I thought this is a bit busy. I'd already done about half hour, 45 minutes. I thought, nah, this is too much for me now. I'm going to end up taking out a kid. Do you know what I mean? Like hurting someone. So I thought I'd get off. And then I see my kids taking each other out by accident. They slided along. My middle daughter's gone under me. Big bang, just took her out.
Where'd you say it was?
West Mersey,
Where's that?
Essex, but not far from. It's in the Colchester district.
Okay.
Nice Mersey boating lake, it's lovely. And then round the corner they do like longboarding there as well. You can do we're gonna do that next time. Longboarding,
Paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding, whatever you want to call it. And then out round the corner you go round the lake and over the top, and then you've got the sea. There's like a beach. It's lovely. It's really nice. Like
You snowboard, didn't you? Have you done wakeboarding?
No. You've asked me this before,
go.
but I would do it.
I've done it a few times.
What
it
was
is really
wakeboarding?
good.
Is that like?
You can either do it on the back of a boat
Yeah.
or a cable. There's one in Essex.
Yeah, we'll do it. Perks
Yeah,
of
no,
the job,
Huh? That'd be the next adventure, wakeboarding.
Pete broke his back. You'd have me here like Stephen Hawking. Yeah. Voice thing going on because he can't speak anymore. Hello, plums. We shouldn't take.
Oh, we'll do that. We'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice that the sun was out.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
Beautiful.
the weather. Done a lot of work at home.
Oh, did you?
And
Get that fence
went
up,
to a
did you?
I got it done. I told you this, but I didn't actually say on here. When I was away on tour, I told you what got put through the letterbox, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was away on tour, Lyd messaged me and sent me a photo. Said something's just been put through the door, and it was a bag of weed. And I actually gave it to my mate for a birthday present on Saturday.
So hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Technically speaking, you've just admitted that you've drug dealt.
I had to give it away
I
to
don't know
someone.
how this is going to work. Like, you know, as
no,
long
it
as
got
I know,
put
mind
through
you
my
didn't accept
door.
any money for it, did
I
you?
didn't
So
sell it. I gave it away.
you dealt it out.
Yeah,
Like,
I was a drug dealer.
You're
this
a drug
weekend.
dealer. Message from our sponsors: we do not advocate the distribution of drugs in any shape or form. Sorry, or the use,
Or the use, yes.
No, just
Don't do it,
alcohol
kids.
fueled pissing in wardrobes. That's what we advocate.
So you've seen all the Baby Reindeer stuff?
Oh, loved it. Binged it. Watched. Did you binge it? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not binge it. Not in one night.
I watched it all in one night. Quality, brilliant,
It's about
absolutely
6 episodes,
fantastic,
wasn't it?
brilliant. Yeah, and then we see the Piers Morgan interview.
I didn't think people were shouting about that before I watched it. You can tell she was a bit nervous, and you could tell she was like probably lying.
So we can get her on here.
I think she got paid like 250k to go on there.
No, it was 250 quid.
No, it weren't.
It was 250 quid. Not
No
250k,
way.
250 quid.
Really?
We've got enough to get her on here, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but I'd rather be stalked back home.
Hey, what was her name
She
again?
might follow us home.
I can't remember. Martha. Let's just call her
yeah.
Martha. Martha, if you watch this, you're welcome to speak and
So
give
it's
your account of it.
They paid 250 quid, the tight bastards.
I know, that's Piers Morgan for you, mate. Innit? You know what I
Bloody
mean?
hell.
Anyway, so I loved it. And what I got from it was I thought she did come across a little bit, you know.
Do you know what I
There's
think
a
weird?
few holes in her stories, like the photographic memory, and she
But
couldn't remember
what's
her
weird
marks.
is they will know if she's gone prison or not.
Well, no, I know.
It's
That's
part
obvious.
of the story.
But the thing is, right? Yeah,
They
go
can
on.
easily check.
Of course they can. Yeah.
So why are they
But
not
she's changed her
checking?
name as well, isn't she, since?
Yeah, but she said what her existing
No,
name
so
was.
what will happen? So what I want to see Richard Gadd like respond to that interview. That's one thing I want to see. I don't know
Yeah.
about if anyone else does. But also what I'd like to say is, right, he obviously, said that he doesn't want people to find out who she why did he make the actress basically basically a clone. If we're honest about it, do you know what I mean? A clone, probably a little bit.
How did they actually
more
find her,
attractive?
though?
Not being horrible or anything, but she was because.
Someone must have known her.
Well,
and-
mate, it's like he could have, if he wanted to, really, if he didn't want anyone to find out who she was, but he wanted to tell the story, he could have made her a geezer, couldn't he? He was gay anyway, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? So he could have made it the character a geezer. He could have made it black, and he could have made him skinny. Do you know what I mean?
Netflix are actually in a lot of trouble. From what I've seen in the news, Netflix are in a bit of hot water for not safeguarding the people involved, like everyone involved.
What I want to know is as well, this is the question I want to know as well. We all knew, yeah, Richard Gadd was playing himself. So why the fuck did he change his name in the fucking programme?
Maybe you have
There's
to.
nobody...
Maybe it's like TV law or something.
How? What?
He made the shows.
He made the show. Like, you tell a life story about somebody, usually they playing themselves, or if a character's playing them, they use the real name, yeah? But he actually said, this is about me, this is my story, but hang on a minute, I'll just change the name to Donny. It don't make fucking sense. What's that all about?
One thing I will say, TV shows do like to spruce things up, so I don't think it's all true.
It's not all true.
But you can easily find out if she's been in prison or not. That's what needs to be found out.
Yeah, but it was like as well. But there's going to be accounts of like 40,000 emails as well, isn't there? Everything can be tracked and everything can. We need it to come out now.
Not
How
that
long's this
long
been
ago.
out? By the time this episode goes out, it'll be another 7 days, wouldn't it, or 6 days? Like, will there be something like something might have happened in the time that this actually gets aired?
Yeah. So Martha, come talk to us. You're safe here.
What's her name again? Fiona. Beautiful name.
So she was paid a £250 to appear, but Piers Morgan, the show, made 250k profit from that episode. So she's now suing him for £1 million.
She's suing Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Oh, now that's business for you.
Yeah.
I make a £250 investment or take a £250
Would you have gone on
pay.
there if you was her? She said she was like
No
pressured.
way. No way. Why would you give yourself if you're already getting death threats and that? Why would you
Yeah.
make yourself more
Public.
More
yeah.
public.
She ain't meant to walk down the road.
The whole thing stinks. And my whole thing is, this is all part of it. Yeah, like reality TV and that these days, right? This is all part of it. This is all part of the plan. We're gonna see it. Number 2, Martha 2. Yeah, a sequel to it, one way or another. Yeah. And it's all part of it. You're actually it's like a Truman Show. Do you know what I mean? That is what it's like. That is the state of TV at the moment, where they have to do things to shock you and get people really talking about it, and things go fucking viral, and then we're all part of it, and we're in the fucking show. Do you know what I mean? That's, if anyone can't see what's happening here, do you know what I mean? That's what it is.
I wonder if he's.
That's my analysis of it.
Do you reckon
anyway.
he's getting any hate like walking down the
Of
street?
course he is, yeah. Of course he is. Yeah. He's exposed himself. There's going to be people doubt him. Yeah. There's going to be people doubt more people. She's getting the worst press at the moment. But imagine if it comes out that she literally sent 12 emails and that was it. And her account was true. Can you imagine the shit he's going to get? Can you imagine? And rightly so if it's true. Do you know what I mean? But this has been going on. This ain't new. He's had this show out 5 years, isn't he? He had it at the Edinburgh Festival. He had this
really?
show.
It's been out that
It's
long?
been out. It's been out. I think.
It's funny how things just gain traction.
Yeah,
innit?
but then I think Netflix approached him. He didn't approach
Okay.
Netflix because it was a sellout show, and it's been a successful show.
So they haven't changed the show. 5
well,
years ago, it's the same.
transitioning it.
redone
Well,
it.
yeah, but transitioning it from a stage production where he was the only part in it. He played about 7 parts. I think one part a Barstool played it or something along the lines like that. And
Fair play for him to actually do.
well, fair play
Relive
to him
it.
if he lived
Years
it.
later.
Let's I believe there is like you say, they spruce things up
Yeah, I
for
think
things.
some's probably true.
But to say that she went to prison for it and she didn't, maybe that's the hook. Maybe that's the hook that everybody thinks, hang on a minute, and this is the hook, and then they'll pay her off. Imagine how much money they're going to make from that. She sues them, a small fee of suing of how much they're actually going to make. Do you know what I mean? Very clever, very clever. Do you know what I mean? Very
Smart business
clever.
people.
Business, yeah? She's going to get weighed out. He's going to get weighed out. Everyone's going to get weighed out. Nobody's going to lose in this financially, but they will lose dignity, wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? You're going to lose dignity from something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else you want to talk about?
You haven't watched... I asked you earlier, you haven't watched Clarkson's Farm this time?
No,
have you?
I did watch it last year.
You need to watch it. It's funny.
I will watch it, yeah.
They start taking the piss out of construction people.
Oh.
So they're trying to redo a dam, and how they start taking the piss out of people is just have about 10 tea breaks while they're working. And it comes to R5 and they're like, we should have finished like 4 hours ago.
Yeah. No.
They do 10 minutes work, have a fag break and a tea break.
Yeah, it's... I'm a
That's
little
a
bit
good
like that.
programme.
Do you know what I mean? I am a little bit like that sometimes. I find it hard to get motivated in the morning, right? And then it comes to like 1 o'clock. Past 1 o'clock is when I'm most productive.
Why do you think that is? You go to bed too
I
late?
think I've got something wrong with me.
What time did you go to bed last night?
2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
No, about 1.
That's too late. Where was you staying at Essex?
Essex. Was you staying at Essex? Yeah, I was staying at Essex, yeah.
Because it explains why
Time
you
difference.
go to bed late. Yeah, Essex and Kent's a bit different.
Yeah,
There's about half hour difference.
different time zones. Yeah.
1 o'clock, man. Like that's. I don't know how you survive. What time did you wake up?
About 6:30. You get 6 hours sleep, mate.
It's not enough.
Yeah, it is.
You need 7 or 8.
Who told you the rules?
Huh?
Everybody knows that the
Jesus.
human brain needs 6 hours. If you oversleep, but over 8 hours sleep, that is bad
Yeah,
for
7
you.
or 8's good.
Over that,
How do you
is
know it's bad?
Because it is. How do you know it's bad to not have, like, you know what I mean? How do you know?
Jesus said.
Jesus said. I mean, like, you try
Well,
and
it
have a
just
sensible
show-
conversation with him and then he brings up Jesus. Do you know what I mean? No
It just
offence to
shows,
people who
though,
are Christian.
if you
innit,
struggle in
mate?
the morning, now you'd think it'd be the opposite. Like you'd wake up, but then the afternoon is when you like drop.
Yeah. No, I can't. It's not that I'm tired in the morning. It's just that I can't think, I can't function. And then what I do, I start one thing and then I go on to another, and then I drift, and then I drift, and then it's like, why didn't I just finish that bit? And then I've gone to that bit, and then sometimes I'm just looking at the job, going like this.
Have you been trying to
Me
eat
and
better?
Dave talk about it. Dave DW, we talk about it. We'll be like this, just looking at a job, thinking, how am I going to do that bit of pipe? And then you'll mull it over, and you'll have a vape, thinking about it, and then you think, I'll get a coffee quickly. You come back and look at the pipe and think,
Saying that,
get a couple of black clips or white clips? I don't know, maybe. Let's have a
Hey.
look in the van. What?
I'm surprised you're here today
Why?
because you're meant to be in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, right, yeah. The
People were
fight.
saying you look like Yusuf.
The fight, yeah, they do say a little bit like Usyk. Yeah.
You do a little bit now, look.
Yeah, a little bit.
Show us your moves.
I'm faster. Where was he say?
Ukrainian.
I very feel.
Yeah, I very feel.
I feel. I very feel.
Are you going to watch that on Saturday?
But actually,
I'm
I
too-
don't know. Actually, don't know.
I'm too into boxing to not watch it.
I might. I didn't realise it's Saturday. Who do you reckon's going to win?
I don't know. I think it's I think Usyk can do it.
I just like a bit of stone,
But
isn't he? He's like,
Tyson is pretty much the same as Usyk, but a lot bigger.
he's not. Well, do you know
He can
what?
move like Usyk.
He can't move like Usyk, though, can he?
Not as
He's
no,
not as
no.
quick, is he?
No,
Let's
no,
be-
no,
he's a
yeah.
20-stone giant, mate. He
But he's a
ain't
good
never going to
boxer.
move as quick as somebody who was a cruiserweight, is he? And what Tyson does, he just leans on his opponents, doesn't he?
I think Usyk could knock him down.
Could do.
He's knocked a lot of people down.
I mean, Wilder knocked Tyson down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Knocked him down a couple of times, didn't he? 2 or 3 times, knocked him down. Tyson's not got the strongest chin in the well. He has because he got up from it, obviously, but.
They're all saying that Usyk is weak to the body. Did you see Daniel Dubois when he hit him?
No.
I was actually in Benidorm when that fight was on in a bar. Yeah, Daniel Dubois fought Usyk, and everyone was saying it's a low blow, but I don't think it was.
Oh yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I remember it.
I don't think it was.
It was yeah. There was a lot of debate about that online. If it's below the navel in it, like the belly button, if it's below,
Yeah, but
that's
they
a
had,
low
like,
blow.
the-
But
the
his
belt line,
shorts were
didn't
really
they?
high, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Like if shorts are up here, do you know what I mean? What do I know about boxing? I don't know anything about boxing, but it should be. Everyone's going to want to watch it, isn't they?
I'm going to watch Chev in 20. He come round yesterday to drop off the tickets.
Didn't I see something kick off about with John Fury and all
Yeah,
that?
he headbutted someone.
Did he?
Yeah. The guy started sort of saying a few words and he just fucking nutted him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Whose blood was it? Fury's
It was
blood.
Fury, so he nutted him and got the cut.
He nutted him.
Did you see the
They cut
reaction?
them Furies. What?
Fury come out, I think he was doing some like press,
Mm.
and he come out like, Fury, and he noticed his dad and he's like, what happened to you? You see you next Tuesday or something like that.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny.
I mean, it's a bit like he sort of like brings the sport into disrepute, doesn't he? A bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think that's going too far.
Yeah.
He's good to have like for the entertainment, but headbutting someone.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
just
bit much, isn't it? Hello, you wonderful listeners and watchers. Just pumping the brakes on this exciting episode to let you know about Keiran's app that's changing the game in the gas certificate world.
If you're sick and tired of doing gas certificates on paper, then Gas Certificate app is your way forward. But it wouldn't be an app worth talking about if that's it. With no hassle, you can manage your diaries, invoices and quotes for all your jobs, so you'll never be chasing paperwork again.
Don't forget those boiler manuals. I can tell you how many times I've been looking at a boiler and thinking, what the? Thankfully, the in-app boiler manuals have saved me and got me out of quite the pinch.
If it's helped Pete here, then Gas Certificate app will definitely help you, especially with its easy-to-use gas reg calculator and the extremely handy ability to duplicate certs. Brilliant for when you're doing your annual services on previous jobs.
And for the icing on the cake, it has a complete offline mode. So if you're on a job in the middle of nowhere or servicing a boiler in the basement of a building with no signal, you've still got access to everything the app has to offer to keep you working hard.
So click the link down below or in the description. Use the code POD30 to get 30% off yearly subscriptions. That's for all new users. That's POD30 for 30% off our yearly subscriptions for new users. So the day this episode comes out, the 20th, we're doing our paintball giveaway.
And we'll know the result of the Fury fight.
Yeah.
We're talking about something that's already happened, aren't we?
No, I'm going on to the paintball now.
All right, go on to the paintball.
So we've got our annual paintball event, which is out today if you're watching on the 20th. So the competition starts, I'm repeating myself, on the 20th. So have a look at that, and you've got the chance to come paintball with a load of plumbers and electricians. We're giving away 10 spaces, so don't miss out. It's on June the 14th, the paintball day.
Come paintball with a load of plumbers and electricians. God, housewife's dream. Woo! Get them housewives, get them the tickets, or whatever it is.
Yeah, so check that out, and I can't wait to shoot you, to be honest.
Really?
I ain't going on the same
I'm
team
going to
as you.
shoot you right between the legs.
Just to clarify, we're giving
Bollock
the-
shot.
We ain't gone with your categories, by the way.
Why not?
How
What
are you
is
going to
it?
notice?
What are they?
All right, let me just explain the competition so people know where to find it, because it's not going to be on the podcast socials.
Okay.
So the giveaway is going to run across 10 days on Trade Apps Limited. So that's on Instagram, Trade Apps Limited. And we'll be running a giveaway a day across 10 days. And each giveaway will be sponsored by one of our very lovely sponsors that is supporting our event.
Woo! That sounds good. We like to give
There
away
you
on
have
the
it.
old trade apps, don't we? But are we having any prizes for the best shot of the day and bollock shot and all that?
Not bollock. How are you going to monitor who does a bollock shot?
To people who are on the floor in the pain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you'll just keep shooting people in the bollocks.
I
so
know,
you
it'd be
win.
good though, wouldn't it? It's all right, like there'd be a lot of, I tell you what, how many women have we got going?
A few.
Oh, I might wear a cricket
So
box.
what if? Yeah, they haven't got bollocks. So what if they can't win?
Top bollocks. I'd be shaking her
Have
head.
you go, Shane?
I am aiming at the booby.
Booby shot.
You're just asking for all the women attending to target you.
Eh?
I think we should have a new category.
Don't tell him what
Who
we're going to
can
do.
get-
We're going to line you up on the fence. and
Fuck
every-
off. No.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting
Mate,
lined up.
I don't. Like, I've got heart problems.
I
Comes in
think we
handy.
should
That.
invite all of the women attending on the day, and whoever manages to shoot Pete in the bollocks wins a
Yeah,
very
let's do a
lovely
prize.
prize.
The most people to
What?
shoot
No.
Pete.
No, listen. This has gone too far.
No.
No. This was your idea, Pete.
See that field?
Yeah, fuck it. Go on then.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh.
No, I think, you know that big field, if you stand against the fence like that,
Yeah.
forwards,
Yeah.
and we just all shoot you. One.
Is this what you got to do to try and get people to come? Is it? This
Come
is your
and see.
way. Well, I'm definitely up for that. I want to shoot that twat.
So yeah, if you're a woman and you'd love to shoot Pete in the bollocks with a paintball gun, enter the giveaway.
Yeah. I mean, they don't work anymore anyway. You're not doing me any harm. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had the snip, so don't think that you're going to actually stop procreation
Have you
because you're not.
actually?
Yeah.
You can take that back, can't you?
Take it back.
You can put it back.
Put it back.
The tube.
No, you
No, you can actually
yeah,
reverse
apparently
it.
you can reverse it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because I was so fertile, right? I was so unexplainably
So
fertile.
you could have had like 15
they
kids.
would probably, my little swimmers would probably jump the gap. Yeah, but Robbie like putting his face in his hands again. You know what I mean? Like they probably would. You know, they're that good. They're that good.
Do you want to lend me some?
Lend you some.
Yeah.
I'll bottle it for you. I'll give it to you for Christmas. Oh, yeah. We don't have to do it by a bottle if you don't want to. You know,
No.
lid. If you. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't.
Nearly went too far then.
Listen to me. I wouldn't do it. Literally sitting at home going, what the as if I... Keiran, get rid of him. Mental. Anyway, what are we doing?
Talking about the pissy thing.
Oh, you back onto that again, are you? Yep.
Yeah, why was you splashing piss on your face for a video?
Oh, that I wasn't. You know what I mean, right? Sometimes you got. You know, Todd was talking about hooks. Yeah, you got to do a hook sometimes, didn't you?
Splash piss in your face.
Yeah, but it wasn't real, was it? It wasn't a real.
It was yellow.
It wasn't yellow. It wasn't like it's clever editing on my part.
This is what Abigail wrote, actually. We need to address Pete splashing toilet water on his face for views. Dirty man. So she just called you a dirty man. What are you going to say about that?
I am a dirty man.
She wrote these notes. She
I
told
am
me
a
to say it.
dirty man. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind a bit of
Pete
piss.
also
Bit
has
of
a
piss.
copy of the notes.
Bit
What's that?
what?
Pete also has a copy of the notes.
Ah,
But
he
where
didn't
did you
see
put
it,
that?
though.
I didn't see that. Where is it? Like, you know, have
Topics to cover.
where? Stop paintball.
We ain't got off the first page yet.
Oh dear, this is going to be a long one, isn't it? Right. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, there.
Right,
Yeah.
should we go on to the comments on the last episode?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
So comments on Daryl's episode at Jason Armstrong 290. Dr. Who more like? Doctor Who more like? Oh, fuck's sake. Doctor Who more like? Only joking. He's come a long way. He was a nightmare when he was on it. Can't believe the change in him. I don't know what that referred to. With a love heart.
Yeah, well, it's obviously one of his mates, isn't he? He's saying like he's turned himself round and like really going for it now. He's like seeing the positive side of what he's doing. And
Do you know why I struggle reading?
Because
Because I don't take it in as I'm reading it. I was like that in school.
was you?
Yeah. That's why I don't read, because I'd have to read out loud.
Is that like sort of like you
I've read
don't
it
you
without
don't wash the
taking it
dishes
in.
at home because you smash them all. So you want me to read all the comments because you mess them
Then
all
I
up.
can
Is
listen.
that why?
I'm a listener. Go on, you do the next two.
Crookshank Plumbing, another great episode, lads. Thanks, John. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Johnny.
That if John's listening in his van now,
Would you like to apologise for calling him a dickhead?
did I call him a dickhead?
Last week you did, yeah.
Oh, sorry, John. I didn't
You
mean
say
to
it
call
off
you.
camera all the
I didn't
time.
mean to call you a dickhead, John. I meant to
Oh,
call you.
wait, no, sorry. Cut that. It's not him. It was someone else. It was Scott, wasn't it?
You got to cut that. No, Abby.
Cut that.
We'll
Leave it
put
in,
your
leave it in.
mistake
Cut it
in.
out, please.
Abby obviously
No,
thinks
just leave it in.
Abby obviously thinks Crookshank's
We
a
don't want
dickhead.
more
That's why
editing.
she's come onto it. But no, yeah.
Let it
Excuse you.
flow.
John's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. Anyway, right. Just Fix Geo. Loved your podcast, bro. Top lad. You're local to me. I'd love to buy you a 0% beer and chew the fat sometime. HMRC and their departments are a joke. So confusing. Even accountants get it in a twist. You're doing a wicked job, mate. Good luck with the weight loss plan. Maybe I can be your social guinea pig. He's reaching out to you. Daryl. He's reaching out to you, mate. That's Just Fix Geo. Yeah, I got a lot of contact from Just Fix Geo. He's one of our good followers, isn't he?
Yeah, they're sponsoring the paintball.
Right,
Just
that would be
Fix.
why then. Thanks very much. This is how uninformed I am. I'm in the office once a week. You know what I mean? I've got a lot going on. Excuse me if I'm not taking notice of a lot of things going on around me.
Let's go on to... Abigail's going to be like, why are you skipping that? Let's go on to question of the week. What's the biggest misconception people have about your trade? Let's set the record straight. You're the first comment.
That we like it. People often think that we like doing our jobs.
Just because you don't like it.
I mean, a lot of people do, but most of us, right? And I'll speak for the most plumbers out there, I think, who are not on social media. We hate it. There's nothing worse. What would you rather do? Would you rather be splashing yourself with piss water in a toilet, right? Because it happens sometimes, right? Whether you like it or not, yeah. Rather be delving with some piss water or some tricky heating system problem that you've got to brain fog because you're just like, what's going on with this boiler? Or would you just rather be out in a lovely field with a picnic with your bird or your kids? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you've got to work.
I'd prefer
pay
to
the bills.
Nah.
But
Nah.
I was just thinking trades. I was just thinking, why do people get into trades? A lot of people say they don't like working in an office, but I'd say the average salary of a tradesman is probably higher than most average jobs.
Yeah, but if you go to most average jobs don't require them to have a van, don't require them to have tools, don't require them to go quoting, don't require them to go invoicing.
They just sit on a chair all day.
They sit on a chair all day. They've got a dead job, yeah, that they don't do any. Do you know what I mean? And they've not got any worries of anything else other than just turning up and going home.
Yeah, but every job can be stressful.
That's a bit narrow-minded, Pete.
Yeah.
What?
You're saying that my job's easy.
I'm not saying your job.
You're saying that I don't have any stresses or worries.
Hang on a minute. No. But hang on, I'm not saying your job, did I? I'm thinking about somebody sitting in the shop on the till, or somebody who just works for a company.
They still have stresses if they've got a queue of 20 people.
That's different though. That's not a desk job. A woman sitting on the till, that's retail. That's a retail job.
Should we get?
Let's
stop digging a hole. Let's get out of it.
But on the other hand, right? A plumber who works for a company who turns up, does his job, and goes home. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to somebody who's self-employed, tradie. I'm not saying all tradies have got this, but I'm saying there are tradies out there who just turn up to jobs for people who run companies. They do their work, they go home, and they don't worry about it.
It's self-employed people, right?
It's self-employed people who run their own businesses who've got all that going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We just needed to get that clarification.
No, the clarification is all right, Abby. I wasn't trying to offend you. Look at her. Look at her.
What?
Hey, getting all up hoity-toity, thinks I'm having a pop at her. And your job's very important. You know, I know you're working when you're not in the office. You make it very clear on the WhatsApp groups, don't you? I'm actually working now. I'm working in my free time. Ruffy's pissing himself laughing. He don't know why he's saying that.
You send messages at 10 o'clock at night.
No, but I've no fucking... You know I go to bed at 1. So, of course, I'm sending messages at 10 o'clock at night.
I've got to be absolutely honest. I've started... As soon as I get home now, I put my phone on sleep mode. Yeah. So I don't see nothing until the morning.
I have a bad habit of messaging people outside of work.
Terrible.
Yeah, I do. I do complain about customers messaging me late,
when something's in my head,
I'm the same thing. But I think now we're all on groups and that, and everyone's up. And everyone's still on their phones late at night in bed. So you just think it's acceptable to throw a message in a WhatsApp group. Do you know what I mean? Because you think
never positive though, Pete. It's never positive.
What isn't? Me?
Yeah.
Well, we won't get onto that one, will we?
Right.
We won't get onto that one. We'll talk about that one after.
So far, we've got onto one comment of this whole.
Oh right, yeah. Let me go right. Madden Builders.
Should we say the question again? People probably forgot.
What's the biggest misconception people have about the trade? Let's set the record straight. Madden Builders, that we are all scallywags. Yeah, they all think we're up to no good. They all tar us with the same brush. Went into a job yesterday and the customer They'd had a horrible builder, and they're like, we are very careful about who we have working here now. I went, well, I'm here. You're not that careful, are you? You know what I mean? Have you followed me
Who
on social media?
recommended you?
Yeah, who recommended me?
PB plumber. That will only take 5 minutes.
Another one, yep. That
Popular one.
I will only take that. That will only take 5 minutes. You'd never ever say that to somebody else in another industry, would you? I wouldn't turn around to Robbie and say, yeah, you know, editing this, it'll only take you 5 minutes, wouldn't it, mate? Yeah, it'll only take you 5 minutes, Rob.
You have said that before.
When?
When we first started.
Oh, we're
you were
back
like,
then
okay,
when
it
we can't
takes like
remember.
5 minutes.
What?
I'm just saying.
What did I say?
You said, oh, this shouldn't take too long.
Oh no, he's got me there, isn't he? And it's annoying, isn't it? That was just an example. See, now you know how I feel, innit?
Well, say that I was away with the fairies then. Say that again.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Pentagon.
All right,
Carpentry and
I've got an
joinery.
idea. You read the blue ones, I'll read the yellow ones.
That chippies are big-headed tossers until we need to get over another trade's cock-up, and we're the best thing since sliced bread. More fuel to the fire doing that, though.
Chip is fish and chips.
That's the worst joke ever.
She plums. That we're in trade because we're thick.
Well, I am obviously an example of that not being the case.
Hey, you showed me how to rewire a plug.
I didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smarter than me.
Well, no, not smarter than you, Robbie.
Got 2 radiators upstairs that still ain't been piped up.
I know, because you're hinting and thinking that I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Why haven't you done it? You was a plumber. Huh?
Was.
Yeah, you
Was.
still are, mate. You still do plumbing at home, don't you?
I've lost my ticket.
Get it in the office, eh? He wants me to get my hands dirty, didn't you?
Yeah.
What, we doing it later, are we? Let's
Nah,
get PB
it's
to
not
do
winter.
it. He's on in a minute, isn't he?
It's not window.
Right, get your tools out, mate. Come and show us how to do it. We'll film you. We'll make some content out of it. Put it on your YouTube channel, you know what I mean?
Before I forget, no, I'll do this after. One thing I wanted to mention. Go on, you going on Steve Gray. Steve
Gray, gas services, that we earn a fortune and don't pay tax.
Cash is dying.
No, a
So
lot
I
of
think
people
we'll have
don't.
to pay tax.
A lot of people, right? A lot of people. They'll be like that. Yesterday, it was a case of the geezer goes to me, goes, "Oh, I've got some money out for you. I want it in my bank." It's no good to me in cash.
Yeah, 'cause the thing is, if you do want a good credit score, buy a house, stuff like this,
Yeah,
you need
you need to have it in the bank.
You
You
need a
need
good
to
2
pay the
years
bills.
accounts,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's no good me having like 400 quid coming in cash, then no money in the bank, and then me ex-missus going, "Where's my money?" And I go, "Well, there's 200 quid there. Do you know what I mean? 300
because
quid."
it used to be a thing. A lot of people used to want it cheaper if they pay cash,
Yeah, I know.
but less people.
But
are doing
that's
that now.
crap, because like let's be honest, I've done this before, right? So people go, "Oh, so how much is it going to be?" And you go, £200, and they go, "How much for cash?" And you go, £200. You know what I mean? And they go, "Oh, but what?" Well, let's have it right, because like technically, I'm going to pay that in the bank, right? So that £200, if you want to knock say 20% off, I've still got whatever way round you look at it. I've still only got 200 quid, you know. If I put it in the bank, they knock off 20%. Yeah?
If you put it in the bank.
If you put it in the bank. So, you know, it don't matter to me, technically I've got to put that in the bank.
Right, we've got the Yorkshire stone dresser that I actually put dresses on stone. So people think he puts dresses on stone.
Does, don't he? Probably. I don't know.
He puts dresses on
Dresses on stone.
himself. On
Does
a
he put
weekend.
dresses that people actually do people actually think you do that? Or
What do stone dressers do? Do they just
they
make...
dress stone?
Oh, thank you.
They knock it up
Do they just make it look
and they put
nice?
it's a
Yeah.
bit like them, you know, like walls
do you
and
mean
all
by
that
they
in
make it look
Yorkshire. You know,
nice?
like the decorative walls and all
Yeah.
that in it.
Rather than building, is it more like decorative purposes?
Yeah.
But as
It's
well,
a good skill, that.
but they make like all these walls and that, because you got a lot of them walls and that around like up north and all that, don't you? All them like nice
Go on.
decorative looking beautiful walls. AGS heating. Every job can be done on the way home. What is that? Are you making a statement there? Oh no, what's the biggest misconception? Oh yeah, on your way home, can you? Yeah,
We do that as if we don't want to go home.
yeah. It's like that's the thing in it. It's like when people phone you, right? this is what they'll go. They'll go, they'll phone you up and they'll go, hi, is there any chance you could come round and look at this job for us? And they'll go, yeah, I'll come round about 3 o'clock if that's all right. Oh, no, we're at work. And you go, all right, okay. We're at home Saturdays and Sundays, and we're in from after 6:30. Oh, are you? Right, because like that's my free time. I happen to be at home at them days and at that time as well. I don't actually.
Then they moan they have to take a day off.
Yeah, or they have to moan that they have to take a day off to have the work done that they're asking you to do, but they expect you to do it in your free time. Like, so it convenes with them.
I think they think that we work 24/7.
Yeah, they do, yeah. But there'll be people out there going, well, we do have jobs and you are providing a service and that service... Shut
well, you
up,
do
mate.
like have till 1 a.m. in the morning because you don't go to sleep till 1.
Well, yeah,
So
but do you know what? I don't want to be working. Why are you going to be wanting to work on a Sunday or after hours? Say if you need something from a merchant's, where are you going to get that from?
Yeah.
Where are you going to get it from? Something goes wrong, you need something. Oh, sorry, can't do it now. Got to leave your water off all night until tomorrow morning until I've gone to the merchants to pick up the part that I need. You know what I mean? That's why I don't work after them hours if I can help it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get a day where it drags on and you might go till like
Sometimes you have
7, half
to,
7
but
and
the
you have to
thing
get
is,
it done. But
if you've done that every day, worked all the hours, it's not sustainable.
nah, you don't want it. But we know a few people do it, don't we? We know a few people who like working 10s, 11 o'clocks at night. And I think to myself, who let you in their house at that time of night? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I thought about calling you, Pete, the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, one of the pipes under my sink burst on Saturday night.
Did it?
Completely flooded my kitchen.
What did you do?
I ripped out my cupboard, found the shut-off valve and turned it off.
Yeah?
And then just retightened it.
You re-tightened it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I think the weight was just dipping it, so it was like pulling the pipe out.
Was it copper pipe?
Yeah.
Compression?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the thoughts from my head was, Pete's the only plumber I know. It's like,
Pete only showed me how to wire a plug. This don't help now. Why did he not show me how to fix a leak? I've got to Google it. I know. I look up PB plumber.
I love that no one calls me anymore.
You love that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice, that, wouldn't it? I mean, not for me now because I'd be out of work.
Then we got Chris Ruddock. Electricians never clean up after themselves. So he's basically saying we do. He's saying we do.
Yeah, they do.
We know, mate.
We know you do, mate. All right, we know, but like we do find the odd earth strand here and the odd neutral and live strand there. But it's hard to see, innit? You know what I mean? It's hard to see if you're an electrician. It's just so like high and mighty. You can't see down that far. You can see your little wire cable clippings. You know what I mean?
JRD heating.
Jordan, yeah. If it only took us 10 minutes, it should be free.
That's the thing, like when you go and do a breakdown or check a boiler, they don't want to pay for like you checking it.
Yeah. What they don't want to pay for is a diagnostics. They want somebody to come round and say, this is what's wrong with it, right? What it'll cost you, it'll cost you £130 to fix, right? £130 to fix. And then they go, ooh, do you know what? Okay, thanks very much for coming round.
Thank you.
And then they get on the phone and they go, hi, Pete's been round, our other plumber, but he said it's going to cost £130 to fix. How much could you do it for? And they go, oh, we'll do that for 70, 80 quid, right? So then I've lost the job and I've done his job for him. So why shouldn't I pay for the diagnosis? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Fish Electrical. That electricians are still the highest paid.
Yeah, you're not though, are you? They're not, are they? We covered that the other week, didn't we?
Yeah. I think any trade...
You do get paid a lot of money for an easy job, though. That's I will say. Not trying to wind you all
It's
up.
such an easy job, though. It's like
It's well
painting.
easy, innit? It's well easy, innit? So easy. No, don't get back on the painting one.
Nah, you deleted that.
We're, yeah. No, I ain't joking. It's our job, electrical work. There you go. You feel all right now? Yeah. All right, now that I've made you feel better.
Right, I'm going to let you read the news article of the week because I can't...
Read.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it go onto that page as well? News article of the week. John Baxter, a 39-year-old tradesman, assaulted a man in Windscale Club Gym in Seascale. Oh, that's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Let's say that again. Assaulted a man in Windscale Club Gym in Seascale. No, say that quickly. Right? Because the man had not paid for a kitchen Baxter had installed, worth £5,000. The incident occurred on September the 14th last year. Baxter confronted the victim in the gym, which escalated to Baxter throwing punches, one of which struck the victim while he was on a moving treadmill.
Oh, shit.
Baxter has expressed regret over his actions, attributing them to frustration. Since the incident, Baxter's moved back to Yorkshire, sold his house and now works as a plumber. He pleaded guilty to common assault and was fined £576 with additional costs of £85 and a victim surcharge of £230. He hit him on a treadmill. That's all I've got in my head. And I picture the guy falling flat on his face and then just going up the wall like that.
Imagine.
I mean,
so the guy didn't get paid 5,000 and he got fined.
he didn't
Or is
get
that the
paid.
other way
So
round?
he got knocked for £5,000, and then he went and whacked the geezer who knocked him.
And he got fined for that. So he's
Yeah.
got
The
double whammy. He
the
didn't get
gee-
paid and got fined
Yeah.
for punching a guy.
I mean, you would have thought the bloke wouldn't have been at the gym because he's been like, exercising, run away from Baxter for the past Christ knows how long. You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
cheap shot, innit, on the treadmill.
Yeah, on the treadmill. Good one though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That'd be satisfying to watch, wouldn't it? You'd punch him, you'd get that first satisfaction, and then the second satisfaction would be him just hitting his chin on the treadmill. Maybe he got wedged in the treadmill and the treadmill kept pushing over his.
I wonder if they got a recording of this.
It should be,
Very
shouldn't it?
much doubt it.
Mind you, do we know that, let's not count out that Baxter, he could have been a cowboy. He might have done a shoddy job. Let's not discredit the guy who actually didn't pay him because he might
Yeah,
have
he
not
might
paid
have
him for a reason.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he's just down the gym minding his own business, and the geezer who's fucked his job up comes in and lumps him. You know what I mean? Poor bloke. Anyway, stay off the treadmills, mate. Maybe do rowing in the future.
Got half a
You can
chance of getting
drown
out.
instead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well,
Right.
that's news story
One
of the week,
thing
was it? News story of the week, but it happened last year. Right, okay.
Right, so this week we have Mark from Callisto.
Yeah, build up.
Builder, interesting story. Had some health problems
Very
along the
interesting.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Good chat that was, wasn't it?
That was good. Don't forget to enter the paintball competition if you want to join us.
Yep. And you can shoot me in the bollocks if you're a girl.
And yes,
Inundated.
we'll see you Thursday if you're watching. If not,
Yep. Have a good week. Thank you very much.
All right, this has been another episode of Off the Job podcast.
Thanks for watching the show on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and all other streaming platforms.
If it's your first time watching or not, make sure to subscribe below and follow us on all the big social media stuff like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
For our overtime show on Monday, send us in your stories and comments for it to be read out on the show. Send it in via email, direct message through our social media accounts, or WhatsApp us on 07457 406 259.
And we'll see you on the next episode.